If I do a transfer to your account and you do not get an alert, an email, or any other way of knowing, did you know, say perhaps you were your house rent that I sent to you, 1 million naira or 2 million naira? Can you help me? I'm in trouble, my rent is expired. Maybe they caught someone because I'm unable to pay my rent. Whereas 2 days ago, 3 days ago, a real transfer was made to your bank. Are we together? And literally, in a matter of seconds, less than a minute, you can make that transfer from your phone and find us. Yet, because you do not know, you can be lamenting. Whereas your banker knows that you have some money there. This is how it is with many believers. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness, and all the foundations of the earth are out of course. Imagine the many things that God has kept for you that you do not know. Strategic relationships, but first in the spirit. Strategic help, but first in the spirit. Men and women raised by God to help you while you serve Him, but that reality is still in the spirit. Advancement, restoration, these are all possibilities and realities, but that they are locked up. They reside in the spirit. Everything needed for your excelling as a believer is already provided for. This is a
okay.
Train your spirit man and your mind.
One more.
All things.
You tell somebody open the
The
door.
Bible says all things are yours. Contend for contend for knowledge. This is why you came to church. Now you are hearing. Apostle, are you saying that the cure for my rent issue is already in the spirit? Yes, sir. Are you saying that I can walk free of this sickness? That the provision, the spiritual resources that can translate to a new body part, the spiritual resources that can translate to health, they are not coming. They are already a reality there. Every 1 naira, $1 you will ever have and make in this life, the reality of those resources are already in the realm of the spirit. Believe me. Do you believe this? Contend for me. Light beyond the realm of ignorance. Convince yourself by the Spirit of God. The entrance of His word brings light. What you are hearing now is giving you confidence. It's killing away carnality. So Satan will tell you, if it is true, where is the anointed man of God? Prove that you are anointed by laying hands on someone. Nothing happens. Don't worry. The problem is not the presence of that reality or the falsehood of what you believe. No. What you believe is the truth. It's just that you have not mastered how to convert it. How to make it a reality. Hallelujah. Contend for light. Let's hurry up. Number 2. What is the second key? I want to dwell a bit on this second key because it is a miracle that.
Hello, Instagram Live. Hello, Glenma377. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for joining my live. Facebook Live. I'm about to commence TikTok Live. How are you all doing? Happy New Year to you and yours. Once again, welcome to my live sessions. YouTube Live, thank you for joining in. And of course, Facebook Live, thank you for joining in. Hi, Happy New Year to you. Thank you, Glemma377. I hope you are having a relaxing weekend. I'm trying to finish up the works on the cake, so I thought to show this very short session live. Please show some love, guys. I'm on 4 platforms. I'm on TikTok Live. I am on Instagram Live. I am on Facebook Live. And I'm also on YouTube Live. So welcome to my live sessions. I'm glad that you are able to join me this afternoon. Please keep the sessions interactive and active Please show some love. I'd appreciate it. In the spirit of the new year, please share, like, share, show some love. And of course, you never know who you have on your page or in your stories that may be interested in what I'm about to do. Yes, I want to cover a cake with fondant, and I'm going to be using the marbling method. I'm going to do some marbling, and of course, using the drip over method to cover. That's the only exercise I'm going to be doing on this live session. So, guys, please keep the sessions interactive, and please show some love by liking, sharing, and let me know where you're joining me from. Let me know in the comment section where you're joining me from. I'm coming to you live from London, United Kingdom. Now that I'm assured that everybody can see me from the different angles. You can also see my workstation, which has already been cleaned and disinfected, whatever. I'm now going to progress to go wash my hands now, and then we'll commence. So I believe within 30 minutes we should be done with this exercise. Thank you again for the love. Thank you, Chloe. Chloe, I'm on TikTok live.
And let me tell you the truth. Until you rise to a realm beyond just light, the realm of consciousness and conviction, you will never have those realities manifest. This is the assignment of a mystery in the spirit called meditation.
I'm on TikTok live.
The assignment of meditation is to transport spiritual reality.
So, guys, I'm going to go to the other side of that table so that you can see. I'm a right-handed individual, so this is how you can see my right hand whilst I'm working. So, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. At intervals, I will be looking at my screens to check on questions and respond to them as best as I can. So at intervals, I'll be taking a break to be looking at my screen. TikTok live, show some love, guys. Let me see that you have interest in what I'm doing. Show some love, guys. Let me know where you're joining me from. Okay, show some love, guys, to attract every other person to join. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Please encourage other viewers to join in. Invite your friends and your associates to join the live session. They might find it interesting. Facebook Live, please do so. Cardiff, thank you, Glamour377 from Cardiff. I'm coming to Instagram Live. Thank you for your response. Coming to you live from London, United Kingdom. I've got some very annoying children in my house that are interrupting me. Anyways, you'll be seeing them at intervals interrupting the video session. Don't mind them. I can't send them out of the house. They are my responsibility. Yes, I've washed my hands now. We'll commence the exercise. So again, I wish you a very happy new year to you and your families. And I hope you enjoyed this live session. Just bear with me a moment. I'm just going to quickly do something.
Has been influenced by that reality. Now it has come to a realm of consciousness. Look up, please. How many of you have gone to any embassy whatsoever? Don't lift your hands. Maybe to go and apply for a visa. American embassy, UK embassy. You know how you think about it all through the night?
Yes, resume broadcast. Okay. Yes, Instagram Live, Facebook. Thank you for joining me, Auntie. My dear Yao Tata, my mother-in-law, so to speak. Thank you for joining my live session. I'm about to do some work on cake. Instagram Live, Auntie. Thank you so much for joining my live session. And yes, we'll commence now. I've washed my hands and I'm going to commence on the work. So I've got my table has been cleaned and disinfected, as I stated earlier. So I'm going to be dealing with doing marbling. I've got different colored or shades of blue on my table, and I've got a bit of white fondant. So if you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. I'll be happy to respond to them. Okay, let me know where you're joining me from. Please drop a comment in the comment section as to where you are joining me from. And I've also got this thing to assist me with this exercise. I've got this is called Trex. It is vegetable shortening. So I usually rub it in my hands. So it helps to prevent my fondant sticking on my hand and of course on my work surface. And I've also got this icing sugar. It does the same purpose as well to prevent my fondant from sticking on my work surface. So I've got a different variety of fondant. I mean, so my fondant I buy them in this color, white. And then depending on what color of cake I intend to decorate, I color them myself with my gel food coloring to my desired color. So I have colored these in different shades of blue. So I've got this navy blue, I've got royal blue, I've got another kind of. I think this is not sure what color of blue is this. It is. I've got this, and then I've got this lighter blue as well, and I've got white. So I'm going to be creating a marble effect design on the cake I have to decorate, and then cover it with fondant. I'm going to do the entire exercise of covering the cake with fondant. So if you so you're going to be watching me doing that, doing the marbling process, and of course covering with fondant. So this is going to be my base color. That's why it's bigger than every other color. So I'm going to cut this in three, okay, and then roll it into like a sausage. Okay. It's the same thing with this one, which is sausage. This one are my other supporting colors. They're going to be smaller in terms of shape. Just do them like that. So I want to have a different collage. Should I say collage? Yeah, collage of different shades of blues. That is what I'm aiming for. So I hope sometimes when you're working with marbling, when you're trying to marble a design, it doesn't always come out this exact way all the time. So if I'm doing this process today and tomorrow I want to do the same thing and I follow the same process, with marbling, it doesn't always come out exactly the same way the other one came out the previous time, but it still will be, lovely. It will just only not come out the same. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just simply layering these different shades of blue against each other to give me the marble effect I require. I'll still get a desired marble, but I'm hoping that I would love this design I have. Just allow me a moment. What's my I don't know what's wrong with my live session on TikTok.
Now, let me tell you, that looks like a simple story. Oh, yes, whatsoever you do, prosper. Amen. No, you have not.
Yes.
You act on that thing, you will never work.
Okay. Right, so move on to the next one, the next shade of blue. Chloe, I need you to be on top with with my TikTok because I don't know why it's giving me this message that it's unable to go live. I'm not sure why. Can you come and assist with this now? Whatsoever he doeth prospers. It will make sense to you in a way that will annoy somebody close to you because they don't know. Did somebody interfere with the internet? Whatsoever he doeth prospers. From that day, you will never fail in anything again. Because please let me know that you can still connect with me. Hey, hello, Joy. How are you? Lovely to see you here again. Thank you. Please let me know that you can still hear me because I'm having difficulty with my TikTok. I just want to make sure that it's not across the board. Chloe, I don't want to call you again, please. I don't know what's wrong with TikTok.
scripture.
He keeps logging, going up, telling me about some connection.
If these shall the families of the earth be blessed.
Where's your phone?
Where I come from, notwithstanding,
Go get your phone. What can you do with your phone? How would you know whether I'm connected or not?
Abraham and his seed. And Galatians 3:29 says, and if ye be Christ, then are ye Abraham's seed and heirs according to the promise. So he's talking about me. I am a blessing.
So guys, that's what I'm doing. So this is the final large marbling.
It's not dry. Some things must leave and some things must come.
So
If you listen,
I want to make sure that all the colors
and some things must come. It's
are
consciousness. It's not about empty boasting. You can be shouting, and the realm of the spirit will say, Jesus, I know.
all I know. Who are thou?
This is what great men like Bishop Oyedepo meditated upon. And he said, God told him he cancelled his ministration.
I'm not sure what that message is on TikTok. Welcome to TikTok. Okay, we've had to log off TikTok and come back again because it was showing some internet issue. I'm not sure why. All these devices are connected to my home Wi-Fi.
It's working fine. So I don't know.
Loud and clear. Okay, thank you, Joy. Thank you for that confirmation.
TikTok is fine.
Eh?
TikTok is fine.
Can you be a close proximity for me? I don't want to be shouting your name. Maybe be monitoring it so that just TikTok, because I don't know why TikTok is giving me that. So yes, I'm just again TikTok. For those of you that are just joining me, please show me some love. Please do share. Encourage others to come. Let me know where you're joining me from. Drop a comment as to your location. I have commenced the process of decorating a cake. Yes, using the marbling method. So,
the unique electrified experience. New Nissan Qashqai.
so I'm just simply going to wave it like that, like an S, okay? And then roll it in again. And then treat it in a circle. You can do it anyhow you want, depending on what you want. Some people do it straight. The whole point is for me to get a marble effect at the end of my final design. I'm not sure why my strip is. Okay. Hello TikTok Live. Thank you again for coming back in. I lost connection earlier. I believe we're back now, so hopefully we'll not experience that again. TikTok Live, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, thank you for keeping on. Official is summer favor. Hello girl, thank you for joining my Instagram Live. How are you? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you and yours. So, we are happy. I think I'm going to do what I can with this now. So I'm going to begin to roll out my fondant so that I can, begin to work with it. Before I do that, let me create another marble because I want to make sure that whatever marble I have is sufficient to cover my entire cake. I don't want to run short of marble. So I'm going to create a marble with this one I have here. Okay. Another kind of marble.
There's nothing you can do with a man that has caught light beyond the book. If it has entered that realm of consciousness, only death can stop it from happening. It's a realm where it is settled. No matter what you say or do not say, as far as that result happening, is a realm. Listen, this is a reality that both science and religion tell you.
Okay, that marble, I'm now going to add it to this one to create
the realm of consciousness.
a further marbleness. Okay,
Listen, Let me tell you the truth. Still take it hard. There are things I believe
So
I can
let's get started. So this one should be enough to cover my entire cake. I've got an 8 inches round cake. As you can see, this is icing sugar that I'm spraying on my table. This helps me prevent stickiness on my work surface. And I've got my rolling pin. This is the second cake I'm covering today, by the way, because I covered one earlier, which I didn't do on live. This is the second cake I'm covering today. Both cakes are required tomorrow. So you can see it's already giving me that multiple blue and white marble effect. The two sides will be different. So at the end of it, rolling out, I will choose the best one I desire. Okay? So you roll it. I'm using the drape over method to do this, to cover this cake, which means I'm rolling a very large piece of fondant that should be enough to cover my entire cake by draping it over. There are two methods by which you can use to cover your your cake with fondant. There's this process, which is the drape over method, and of course there is the my phone. Someone is calling my phone, and there is the paneling method. The paneling method is simply cover each side separately. So, but I'm going to be using the drape over method. So I need to make sure that my fondant is rolled out enough to cover my entire cake. This is another exercise I get to do. Rolling a fondant. Oh, someone is calling me. I'll call you back. I'm loving this side of the marbling. But let's continue. Another thing that assists me with my cake decoration is these pins. So with fondant, you can get air bubbles. So I use this pin to pop out any visible air bubble I can see, so that I get rid of them earlier on, and it doesn't damage my finished cake decoration.
But when you hold it there back, that's it. You held it. You held it. It's true. The same thing with the ministry of the
So I'm rolling and stretching out my fondant to make sure it is big enough to cover my cake entirely. Chloe, what is all this one showing there? Come and discard it. All these people are asking me to join their life. What is that?
They want me to join the live.
Well, is it beneficial for me to join their life?
No, they're just rubbish. No.
Bring me that cake from the fridge.
So God can find men.
So, what do you mean you don't know? You can see cake, it's right in front of you.
I'm not looking to he's looking for his son.
Give the Emmanuel's son his son. Let him put it to good use. That's what I'm live now. So I'm going to measure the entire circumference of my cake to make sure that I've rolled out the right size. So my cake is 7 inches in height, right? And the circumference is, no, sorry, I'm not wrapping. If I'm wrapping, I'll do that. So my cake is 7 inches in height, and I know it's 8 inches in circumference. So it would be two sides, 7 plus 4, that's 14. That's 14, then 14 plus 8. How? Mathematicians, 14 plus 8, what is it?
22.
So that's 22. So I need to make sure that this is at least 20 or 21. If it's 20, it's 21, it's okay. Because whilst I'm spreading it around, it will still stretch. Okay? So it's currently 18. So just need to roll it a bit more to at least 20.
Do not send us from here in your presence. I'm showing you how to manifest realities. What provided what you are doing is just reading the Bible is the guilt of feeling less spiritual. You will never produce anything potent.
So at least 20. Let's measure it again.
And then guess what he said? He said, my presence will go with you and I will give you rest. I said, that's the key to rest.
Yes, 20. Just going to be on the safe side, just roll it up a little bit more.
Where's Emmanuel? Emmanuel!
I wanted to know what was
Emmanuel!
and God's presence. That's
Mama
why
said you should take your friend.
I started falling in love with all these kind of
Not going to be playing games on no.
Yeah, take your friend and go live.
So yes, you can see this medal. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can see it on Facebook. You can see what it looks like. You can see it on Instagram Live, and as you can see it on YouTube as well. And of course, I think, but I think I prefer the other side. So I'm going to make use of the other side. Okay, so here it is. So I'm going to make use of the other side for the covering of this particular cake. And in order to do that, as you saw, I brought up my cake, which is here. Everybody can see my cake, my fondant covered cake. If you joined me online yesterday, you will know we can have this cake live on all these platforms. We begin to do more of live sessions now. How exciting is that? So this is water, clean water. I'm spraying on my cake. This is just to serve as an adhesive for my cake to sit on. Not too much, so that it doesn't eat into my fondant. If it's too much, I can simply tap with dab with my clean. So if it's too much, I've got a clean paper towel here. I'll just dab to get rid of the excess water. But I need water to be on the surface of the covered ganache to serve as an adhesive for my fondant to stick on. Okay?
No fanfare.
So there we go. Some bakers use steam. I found out that using steam, it melts my ganache. So, and then you start seeing ganache dripping through. So there it is. As I said earlier, I'm using the drape over method. So just drape it over. Okay, just drape it over my fondant, my ganache covered cake as best as I can. I have to be very careful. This is a new fondant I'm using, which I'm not impressed with, so to speak. So I have to be very careful with it and do the best I can with working with it. It's not as quality as the fondant I usually have. So that's me not buying this fondant again. So just making sure the top is secure. And I then move on to the size. I'll try as best as possible to be gentle so that my cake does not tear, my fondant does not tear. Just simply pulling down gently the skirt, down the cake, the size of the cake, and then smoothing it with your hands at this stage. This fondant is not, I'm not impressed with it at all because it is not as quality as the one I usually buy. It was introduced to me and I thought it was going to be good, so I got quite a large quantity of it, so to speak. So I guess I have to make it work until it finishes. I usually use Rencho Extra, but here we go.
Some of you are in ministry, you have struggled and struggled. It's not an issue of
Here we
struggle.
go.
There is a consciousness.
So just draping gently over until you get to the bottom of your cake, and your entire cake is covered. As I said, you know what I said earlier? That it will stretch as you are smoothing it out. So it's stretching as I'm doing it out, although this one is almost teary. But I'm going to work with it. I've learned over the course of this job or this passion, to work with, to learn to work with Word of God, and then on new correct hits for future events. My goal at the moment is just to make sure that the entire cake is covered to the base. Yes.
Exalted beyond every curse, exalted beyond every charm, any enchantment. For someone, the revelation for you is no weapon formed against you, formed in the secret, formed by the conspiracy. No, I want to make
And why did you reduce my this thing? I'm using to work here now. Yeah, I'm listening to it. It's by my background sound, and I like it. It helps me to focus. But you already know I've been live since now, honey. You heard me talking about being live now. Honey, you know I'm on live. So after you had muting, I've been on live since.
meditation involves hearing.
That's what I know. That's why I need you to come and be monitoring it, because it keeps cutting off.
I can't do anything about it.
You come out of it and then come back on it again.
Of your imagination. All of them have to come into play as you meditate. Oh, how I love thy law. It says, it is my meditation. How long? The psalmist, all the day, my meditation. Verse 98.
This one is so crappy.
Has made me wiser than my enemies.
I'm going to make it work.
They are ever with me.
So at least you're seeing me now, live, working with a not so good material, which I'm going to make the best use of. And you're not going to know the better when you see the finished cake.
Is that I have meditated on that reality. You see, one of the ways you
very poor quality fondant, so to speak.
Again and again.
Like on the video, look at something.
Oh, but you were here now. You could have done that now. How am I going to turn the video away? I can't turn the video away.
Just come like that.
Play verses again and again.
Yeah, they said they love the background sound, so they are they're greeting you.
Prophetic declarations myself.
Honey, hurry up and quickly now. Honey?
There are times I want to focus.
But you knew I was doing live now from the beginning.
I meditate on those two verses. I first quote them and then make prophetic declarations by myself on my phone.
Yes, we're back now. So when you have family in the house, they kind of interrupt and want to disrupt your this thing. That's why I like to do my work at night when there is no disruption.
When it lands that way, I know that I'm ready for the next step.
Okay, so I've tried my best to get this to the base, and then the next thing I'm going to begin to work on now is to correct all these elephantiasis. So, funny enough, about the very... What do you say? What happened to take it over? Yes, it's back on now. I think we are back on now. Michael Link. Hello, Michael. How are you? Happy New Year. Oh, God, of course, we've seen that. Happy weekend.
very small. The city just became, it's like it just shrunk and it became small. I knew a miracle had happened. I knew Cornelia was ready to see
Right.
that reality of
So we've got to the bottom of the cake now. So we are good to go. So what I'm going to do now is just going to be doing some corrections with this annoying fondant. Funny enough, I bought a very large quantity of it because it was advertised that, oh, stretchy, nonsense, blah, 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 blah. But it's not what it says on the can. First time using it, but I have to use up the entire purchase. And then
you will see that there is no nation you cannot conquer. Men like you not
then we'll go back to my usual Renshaw Extra. So that's the one I'm used to. That's the one I've that is proven.
you can see
Proven.
things. You can put your businesses and say, but what
And funny enough, this fondant was so expensive.
people will laugh at you. It's not an attack, it's a usual thing with men. Men
Yep,
are
yep,
not
yep.
laugh until they receive you out. Provided you are not provisional, don't be able to do that. Mockers are a natural.
So we're going to begin now to smoothen out our cake.
Their presence validates that you might be doing something right. So you continue. But when you emerge, you get that into your consciousness, to the matter of hallelujah. My dear friend, Pastor
Are we still on TikTok? Has it cut off again? Hello, okay, hello, hello, how are you? How's everyone? TikTok live. I'm simply applying the what's it called? The vegetable shortening, so that to try to make the fondant blend together, where it is showing as if it is tearing. So this will help me to achieve it. To some extent. So using my very, very, very wonderful tools, smoothing out the size of my cake. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to still have to go and buy my usual fondant and have them as backup. But then I still use this one anyway. So that's why when I'm covering with this fondant, I use the paneling method as opposed to the strip over method. I used the paneling method for it earlier today, so it was a bit easier. I didn't have all this.
Number 3, manifesting spiritual realities. Can we continue?
So you can see now we're smoothing it out and getting rid of the tears as best as we can. So this is so these are some of the mistakes and errors, or not mistakes. These are some of the challenges. It's not a mistake because it's got nothing to do with what I did. So these are some of the challenges you will encounter, and these are the ways you can correct them. Definitely, you will encounter challenges in the course of your work. So over the years, I've devised ways to. Hello, Jojo. You're welcome to my live session. Hello, Jojo of TikTok Live. Thank you for joining once again. Yes, as I was saying, so you will encounter challenges in the course of whatever work or thing you do. So the most important thing is how to overcome them when they arise. So with fondants like this, I've learned to know how to address them. And this is one of them. So when you see this cake, you wouldn't even know that there was a tear or there are issues with the fondant. You see the finished cake?
Mami, sabi yung so bando konde reason.
Huh?
Sabi yung so bando konde reason.
Yeah. I think, what's the name of this fondant again? It's a very useless fondant though. And this fondant, on which one?
TikTok.
What brand of fondant? Ivy Cake. Hello, Ivy Cake. Thank you for joining my TikTok live. I'm currently using a brand called Sweet Something. I can't even remember now. I need to find it. It's Sweet Something. It was introduced to me recently, and I ordered quite a large bag of it. But it's not my usual standard. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to use up the entire bag. But my usual go-to fondant that I use that I can testify to is fondant. Is Rancho Extra. Rancho Extra is stretchy. It is very beautiful to use. So that's what I usually use. I just want to try this one out, and it doesn't say it does not come boded well to my expectations at all. But I'm working with it. And I will use it up until it finishes. But that means I'm not going to get this brand of fondant again. So if you're thinking of looking a fondant brands to use, please go with Rancho Extra. So I have succeeded in smoothing out most of the bottom side. I'm now going to proceed to the side. So with this now, it's now going to take me more than the usual time it would normally take me to cover a cake, because I'm trying to correct this very not so pleasing fondant. But you can see the bottom line is that you can see my marble. The marble design, it is very beautiful and I love it. I wanted the deeper blue to be more prominent, and I believe I achieved that. Yes, I wanted the deeper blue color to be prominent compared to the other shades of blue, and I think I achieved that. Yes. I've asked my children to monitor my comments on TikTok, given that the screen is far away from me. So please, if I'm slowly responding to your questions, bear with me. Okay. Hello, Facebook Live. Instagram Live. Thank you for joining me. God bless you all. So these cakes are required for tomorrow. That's why I've said to do them tonight. Yes, I think I'm okay with these cakes now. I'm now going to begin to work on my edges. Okay, work on my edges to make it sharper. And what I tend to use to do that is in fact, I use different methods anyway. The one that comes to mind, but for the purpose of this recording, I will be using this too. So my plastic scraper, smoother. So just put it on the side like that, and then the top slide it together until they meet. Make sure that you're not bending, otherwise you'll be dipping the top of your cake. It has to be straight on the sides of. So that's another important thing why your cake sides need to be straight. So that's why I also pay attention to the foundation of my fondant covering, so that when I'm garnishing, when I'm trimming, I ensure the goal is to have a straight side. So just do that all around the cake.
There are certain realities you will never see manifest. You can do eye service, but eventually your life will show that God has moved your spirit and has found you. Are you learning now?
So just gently pulling the fondant from the surface, from the top of the cake together with the sides, sliding it off, and then pinching it at the tip. So you are kind of creating a sharp edges effect all around the top tier, the top of your cake. This is one of the methods I use to get sharp edges on my cakes.
Therefore, increase your capacity. Go and borrow first. If it means going to get certain certifications to add to your pedigree, to give you that edge, to respect to what is called you, go for it. Lazing around and envying people in anger will not solve your problem. Are we together? Getting angry at another man's farm will not make your farm suddenly become rich. You will sit down there while you are praying on your own farm. You are pointing fingers at every farm with diligence. I don't like this family. If I'm sure that they never to rise.
Chloe?
Wakes up early in the morning, you are still sleeping. Comes in the afternoon, finds you gossiping. And what a witch. And you sit down there, playing something, sitting in the sun,
Where is it still there?
next time you say, I will never do what you did with never before. If you finish that statement in life, I will say, praise the name of the Lord. Faith. I release the grace for obedience upon you. Shout the believing amen.
Amen. Okay, we are getting there bit by bit.
May that grace be released upon you. If it is the giving grace, may it be released upon you. If it's the praying grace, may it be released upon you. If it's the fasting grace, may it be released upon you. If it's the grace for
Emmanuel,
may it be released upon you. If it's the grace for value and productivity, may it be released upon you.
amen. Thank you. Have you guys sorted out your uniforms? You're still waiting. I spoke to you about almost 30 minutes ago. I'm still having to speak about the same issue. I don't care what happens. I want it done. Can you get on with it? If she's not responding, go and select colored clothing from my laundry basket and add it to it to fill up the washing machine.
Bend your head down, obtain grace from God, and start exempting yourself to obedience.
Okay, so now I'm now going to begin to trim off this leaf I've just created.
We don't shy away from what is happening, but let me challenge every responsible person for this.
Okay, so where is my knife? I need my knife. It was here. Somebody has taken it.
And listen to all my teachings on productivity.
This is not the one I needed.
Listen to it. The power of productivity. Listen to it.
So I'm going to use my paring knife to rid of the leaf I've just created doing that exercise, and using my plastic smoother as a guide. Can you see that now? It's sharpening up, but you can still see this jaggedness from this annoying fondant. It's supposed to be sharp once I do that. But this my fondant, which I'm never going to purchase again, has not helped me to achieve. So that's what it looks like now. Can you see the sharp edges, the sharpness? Amen. Thank you, dear Joy. Can you see the sharp edges? Though I'm not still satisfied with it yet, but I'm kind of concerned with this fondant. I don't want to make it worse, but I'm going to do what I can to work with it. I'm going to use this my Flexi smoother together with my plastic smoother to try to get rid of those jaggedness with this motion. And I think I'm being successful at it. I'm achieving success with that. Okay.
You are in a bad club there, you have never attended the membership meeting. You are facing trouble for the people. You are a hard worker in church, you are not serious. In your office, you are a ghost worker. In the house of God, you go out at home.
Just making sure the surface of my. Okay. So what this tends to do, the friction of this and that cuts off the excess fondant on the edges of your cake, and then it leaves the effect of a sharp edge. No, I mentioned earlier that I have various methods of getting edges on my cake. I'm not the kind of baker that turns around my cake. No. What if I'm dealing with a large cake, like a 20-something inches cake, or even go lower a bit, a 12 inches cake? That's a very large cake. You serve it. I don't have the energy to turn it over. So I've kind of perfected this process of working on the edges of my cake whilst my cake is sitting straight, as opposed to me having to turn it over to get sharp edge. No, I won't do that.
Nobody invites them because their passion betrays them. There are business people who are out to add value before profit. They give their best.
Can you see? Let me know that you can see the effect of what I'm doing. Is my TikTok still live?
So eventually God rewards them. But there are others who
Sorry?
say they are looking for money. So they
What?
compromise even at the detriment of their own integrity, provided.
Hello, Badamos of TikTok Live. Thank you for joining my live. I'm kind of having connection issue with my TikTok. I'm not sure why. Every other device and platform is connected to my Wi-Fi. I'm not having any issues with them. So I've got live connection on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Instagram. No issue with connection.
Are you ready? The fourth key to manifesting spiritual realities: engage in spiritual warfare. Engage in spiritual.
Okay, so that's done. The edges I'm satisfied with. Can you see how beautifully looking it is? You might again think back again as to what we started with and where we are currently in terms of using this fondant. So what I'm going to be doing now is to cut off the excess at the base. I'm going to be using my turntable for this purpose.
over spirits and over conditions.
Although I can do that without it, but
Manifestation
I'm going to use it for it in any event.
in your life, in your home, in your business, in your sphere of influence. 1 Corinthians 16:9, spiritual warfare. My God. My dear people, believe this. Believe this. There is a warfare dimension to transporting realities from the spirit.
Who locked it? Why is the key
For
there?
a great door, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. For a great door and effectual is open.
Do you know how to operate it?
And there are
What a cool key. Why is this?
adversaries. I've got you here.
What is Chloe doing upstairs?
For every door that is to be opened,
Can you come and check this washing machine and help your brother operate it?
there are adversaries.
What is washing?
There are
Dark color.
adversaries. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 18.
Did you put fabric softener? And did you put the stain remover? How many scoops did you put? And how many tabs did you put?
And try
Huh?
Satan himself, not a demon spirit.
It was locked.
Foley was locked in. I didn't fully press the lock.
Somebody's supposed to lock in there. Who else?
No, no,
Hey, can you please just stop that?
It's okay. It's all right.
I don't know why you're asking questions just because I have to come and assist.
All right. All this
I mean, you know I'm doing live now.
yeah, I need to cough.
Yeah, but you could have waited. I'm almost done. You know I do this all in goodness.
They are aware. That is the reason why law enforcement agents are released. The basis for the function.
Okay, so that's done. I'm now going to proceed to again fine tune all this work we've just done. Fine tune it as best as I can. Make it as seamless as possible. Can you see me? Yes, okay. So I'm going to proceed to fine tuning this work that we've just done. Make it as seamless as possible. Let me know what you think of this outcome. Let me know in the comment section. What do you think of this outcome, guys? TikTok live. Awangwa Muno of Instagram. Thank you for joining my my live session. Toon School Cake. Sorry, my apologies if I pronounced your handle wrongly. Oh, thank you, Joy. God bless you, my dear sis. So I'm just going to be fine-tuning this covering to make sure that the fondant is as seamless as I can get it to be, smoothing out when necessary. Okay, I'm just using my hand for this purpose, trying to merge the fondant together. And then using my flexi smoother. That's the purpose of my flexi smoother, to smooth out any bulges and gaps. So as a cake decorator, if you want a smooth finish, or should I say a smooth finish on your cake, that's when you want your cake to look refined at the end of the entire process. It is a very important tool to have. Okay, it's called the Flexi Smoother. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it from any cake decorating supply store, possibly online. So what I'm doing now, I'm just using my hand to kind of merge all those gapy fondant areas where my fondant was tearing when I was trying to cover it, and then using my Flexi Smoother to smooth it. This is just to finalize the fine-tuning process. So I'm actually glad that this happened during our live session. So at least you have an idea of certain things that goes on behind the scenes, whereby it's not all things that you see beautiful that the process was actually stress-free. A lot of things had to go in to correct certain challenges one may encounter. Some of them maybe not of your own fault, and of course, I'm sure some of them will be of your own of the person's own fault. But this instance is not my fault. I say that with my full chest because so yes, the fondant was not quality enough to stretch, so it was bound to tear. Even though I helped this fondant along the way by adding this powder. It is called gum tragacan. I still struggle to pronounce that. It is called gum tragacan. So what this does is edible, by the way. Everything I use, of course, will be edible. What it does is that it helps your fondant a bit slightly pliable. So I have that this fondant along the way to make it a bit, stretchy and pliable. Pliable means when you stretch it and you try to work with it, it doesn't tear. So that's the purpose of this. And that's actually what got it to this stage. Imagine if I hadn't added this to that fondant, I wouldn't have been able to work with it at all. Because when I was trying to work with it, it was just dropping off. So I decided to add that. So as I was saying, it's a good thing that this happened whilst on the last session. So at least you know how things are corrected. Some of them is more intense, and the challenges may be more than this. But yes, so there are a lot of things that goes on behind the scenes that you need to be trained and experienced enough to correct when the challenge poses itself. And sometimes it takes years of experience. Another time it takes training. So sometimes you need to have training in respect of that too. When you add that to Ivy Cakes, I'm trying to read your comment on on TikTok Live. You say when you add that to your phone, that you should leave it overnight before covering your pen. What do you mean? Ivy Cakes, what do you mean? Is it the Ivy Cakes I know? I think I don't want Ivy Cakes. I'm sorry. What do you mean when you add that to your phone? That you should leave it overnight before covering your cake. You mean the Do you mean the gum trigger can? Are you referring to that? So I should have left it overnight for it to be effective in its usage. Let me know if that's what you mean. And thank you for your comment, and thank you for making the session so interactive. Ivy, thank you. I'm sure I know what Ivy Cake. If it's the same one, I know Pretty Yummy Cakes. If it's the Ivy Cakes that I know through Pretty Yummy Cakes, lovely to meet you again, and thank you for joining my life. Happy New Year to you and your family. Yes, you can see it is as smooth and as lovely as I need it to be. Not as perfect as I want it to be, but you're not going to know the better if you've seen this cake. You're not going to you're not going to know the better. Yeah, but it is beautiful actually. It is done. And that is what I came on live to do today. Thanks. Let me see if Ivy Cakes have responded. Not yet. I hope I'm still connected on TikTok though. Am I still connected on TikTok, Chloe?
He's only a champion based on those he's fighting. There are people when he joins the way they will punch him once, he will not only fall, he will die. May you be a heavyweight in the spirit.
Amen.
I said, may you be a heavyweight in the spirit.
Amen. I'm a heavyweight in the spirit. I'm so sick perfectionist. I'm just trying to correct a lot of things. Oh yes. What do you mean yes? That's not Ivy Cake responding to me. That's E responding to me. E, what are you saying yes to? I'm not sure. Did you mean that I'm still connected on TikTok?
Do not let anything and any teaching.
Okay, thank you.
Love, but with every sense of passion.
Okay, that's how we're done. Thank you guys for joining me live on this wonderful session. So I am, as you know, most of you, what do you think? That's the beautiful cake we decorated live. Oh, not decorated. This is just the foundation of the decoration.
There is a warfare dimension to my thing. Some of you, this is where you are now in your destiny actualization.
Okay, you can see me. That's great to know. TikTok live, thank you. I've been having issues with my TikTok, so that's why I'm kind of trying to get that confirmation. Anyways, yeah, this is what we came live on TikTok to do. Hadoyinka, thank you for joining my live on Instagram live. God bless you all. Yes, let me know what you think of the outcome of this covering. So we did Madeline with different shades of blue, and then cover this beautiful cake with using the drape over method. How exciting is that? So that's the finished covering. And then this is just a foundation because the main work in terms of decoration will be starting after this. Okay, although I'm not going to do it live, I'll be doing it off live. I might record it, you never know, but then I will share it later on my YouTube channel. But this is the what we came on live to do, and we're done. Even in spite of the challenge of the fondant, here we are. We still achieve wonderful results. What do you think of the marbling on the cake? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Thank you for watching my live session. I do really appreciate it. God bless you. YouTube live, thank you. Happy New Year to you and your families. Facebook live, thank you. Happy New Year to you and your families. Instagram live, thank you. Happy New Year to you and your family. And of course, my wonderful TikTok live attendees or joiners. Happy New Year to you and your family. Thank you. And this brings us to the end of our live session this evening. And I look forward. I hope to come online again. I don't know when, maybe next weekend, depending on how much time I have in my hands. Depending on, thank you. Depending on how much time I have, so I might come online again. Otherwise, whatever I do next weekend will be recorded and shared later on my YouTube channel. As usual, my name is Oluwakemi Osege. I am the face, the hands, and the mind behind Stomach Cakes. We are on Instagram and the handle Stomach Cakes underscore. Sorry, we are on Instagram on the handle Stomach underscore Cakes. We are on TikTok on the handle Stomach underscore Cakes, and we are on Facebook on the handle Stomach Cakes. And of course, I would say I am because it's me. I am on YouTube with the username Caking It with Oluwakemi on YouTube. That is Caking It with Oluwakemi Osege. Yes, I love my name, Oluwakemi. Oluwakemi means God nurtures me. And I'm very proud of that name. I carry it on my head, so to speak. So, Caking It with Oluwakemi Osege on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. Please do well to follow, do well to share, and do. Oh, thank you for the gifts on TikTok. Steven, Steven, thank you for the roses. Let him send me bigger gifts, Daddy. Then thank you for the roses on TikTok, and thank you for the live, the show of love by on my TikTok. Thank you so much. So I'm going to bid you all. Thank you. And thank you, Joy, for your nice comment. Thank you. I do really appreciate your support. God bless you, my sis. So I'm going to have to end this live session now so I can now go back to starting to properly decorate this cake. And when I finish, of course, I'm going to share it with you on all social media platforms of the outcome of both cakes we ganache yesterday, and of course of this one. The other one I covered it off camera. It was simply white that I'm going to decorate something else. So thank you guys, and God bless you. Do have a wonderful weekend, and I wish you a blessed new week ahead. Do take care. So first of all, my TikTok live partners, thank you, and I'm going to with love kiss you all and say goodbye for now.
Before you rise, here comes a fire. The same fire
And Instagram Live, I'm going to say, love you all. Thank you for joining my live session. Bye for now. Take care for now.
It's the same fire that can kill and destroy you.
And of course, my wonderful Facebook Live session attendees, thank you for joining. And I would like to, and I'll say now goodbye for now. And see you next time during my next live session. Bye. And finally, my YouTube. Bye for now.